And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem of Crypto, episode 791. That's right. Today is Friday, September 3rd, 2021. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish, and Bitcoin Zay is back there with the pop. What you back there? Skirt. You got a Gucci playing?
Yeah.
You got a pop?
Hell yeah, whipping up the babies. Oh yeah. That's why I got to keep my shades on. Yeah, when I whip up the baby. So I'm like Jeezy back in 05.
Hater blockers on all day, every day. Top stories of the day. SEC reportedly investigates decentralized exchange Uniswap. Shop.com now accepts Bitcoin payments at the partnership with BitPay. New research claims 21 accounts pumped the $4.4 billion EOS ICO with wash trades. 70% of Salvadorians opposed to Bitcoin law as September 7th implementation draws near. And last but not least, crypto and blockchain jobs share grew 180%, 118% in 10 months, new data shows. But first and foremost, Bitcoin, Zay, what's going on with those prices?
Oh yeah, so take a look at these prices. Bitcoin just jumped over 50,000, up to $50,674, up 0.78% today. Ethereum at 3,964, getting close to that 4,000 mark, up 3.6%. Cardano at 297 is down 2% today. Binance Coin at $492 is up 0.01%. XRP at $1.28 is down 0.6%. Solana sitting at $141, up 22% overnight, still pumping. Dogecoin at 29 cents is down 2%. Polkadot coming in at 32.86, up 0.5%. And rounding out the top 10, Uniswap, which we'll discuss later today at 28.96, is down 5.5%. So as far as the coins that are pumping, I think a lot of people were looking at Bitcoin's push to go into a lot of the altcoins. I think Solana's big jump the other day should have been an indicator. It's officially alt season, people, so don't panic sell and keep on holding.
Yeah, and also, hold on, I got to get this invite link. Of course, I forgot to put in the description, but of course, today is FBF. If you have the smoke, feel free to call in. We got a copy invite link. There it is, copy invite link. I'm about to send this invite link to Alec, of course, our in-house producer, our show producer, and moderator. He'll put that in the chat for you all to call in. I will be controlling it, so feel free to call in whenever you want today, as always. Let me send this link to Alec. But one thing with the prices, I mentioned this yesterday. I mean, literally, we just saw it in real time. Cardano just flipped XRP. I don't know if you all noticed. It's not huge news because it should never been at the spot to begin with. But Solana just officially flipped Dogecoin. Mm-hmm. People, we are in a new cycle, as Bitcoin's agent said. And this is why we keep telling you, as much as you think your coin is the next greatest thing, they keep getting flipped. Like literally 6 months ago, Dogecoin was going to $1. It was the next best thing, even though, of course, this is literally like the 8th Dogecoin pump I've seen. At least like Dogecoin pumps the same way China says we're shutting down Bitcoin mining in Bitcoin. So, of course, everybody earlier this year thought Dogecoin was their savior. It didn't work out. Of course, this year, last year, all the way to 2017, people thought XRP was their savior. Might still be their savior if the SEC would get their hands off it. But until then, it's not. Cardano flipped it. So literally, people, you are watching a cycle happen. Was it September? Watching December with the top 10 would be compare them to January. You have literally watched it happen in front of your eyes. It's happening right now. These coins are getting flipped.
Don't deny it.
Go ahead, Zay.
I said, don't deny it. You already know it's coming because Cardano got the number 3. Come on, man. Like you already know
how long they're gonna stay there, huh?
That's what I'm saying. A lot of flipping and happening in the top 10. And I've seen a lot of them come and go. That's all I gotta say.
My coin's the best. Yes, well, Verge was in the top 10 before too, and so is Stratus. I think Stratus actually used to sit where Solana and Dogecoin sitting at now, number 7. Stratus used to be number 7. It was a savior. I think it went up 100 and something thousand% in 1 year. Forget a year, it went up 100 something thousand% like 4 or 5 months. And people are like, Stratus is the future of cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. Haven't heard a word since that 100 and something pump.
Haven't heard it.
All right. That's the thing with some of these projects. Everybody thinks the next greatest thing is like, so when you all become your crypto millionaires and you sell all your stake and all these things, will the project still survive? Will people still be interested? So far, the answer to that is a big no. All right. Let me go ahead and actually bring up You know, that was weird. I could have sworn I put the link in the chat. I guess I put it in the wrong chat, but let me bring this up. Oh, before we even start the show, we got 94, 95 viewers and 50 likes. You all know you need to smash that like button and share before we get this thing fully rolling. I mean, what more do you want from us? We gave you a super early Solana call. And even if you heard that Solana call for the first time last week, your portfolio should be up over 100%. So can we at least get a like button? Can we at least get a little thumbs up right there? Like, hey, these guys told me about an asset when it was $70. It's $100 and something right now. Can we get a little thumbs up at least?
I mean, likes are free, baby.
Likes are free. Let's see what's going on. Ali Pio. Let's say ain't nobody coming to save y'all but Bitcoin. LOL. What's going on? P-Man Van, Roland Wishers, Live Hunt Game, Dylan Darjamil, Leroy Forbes, Jay Dean, Lyle Gibson, Trinity. Thank you for that like text. BK Bourne, Bed-Stuy Rays, Ian Roberts, Charlotte Asian, Madam Crypto, Timothy Grigsby. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And good morning all. Welcome. Let's see. Gene Green said those $2 I paid for my first Talk Shop Live has made me a believer. Let's get this money. There you go. I love to see that. That's what I'm talking about. And shout out to Bovine Breed, just joined and like. All right, let's go ahead and get into these top stories. As mentioned, I just put the call in into the comments, as well as Alex is going to link it up there in the comment section, but feel free to call in if you got some smoke. Seen a couple people in the comment section. It hasn't been too bad on Twitter in the comments lately, so I can't call out anybody. But if you have smoke or we got something wrong in this last week, we got something wrong before, call in and tell us why we got it wrong or why you got an issue. Come get it. This is Pi Bar circa 2007. All right, you had an issue. You got an issue with somebody around campus, somebody in the city, go to Pi Bar Friday night, Saturday night. You can get your issue right there.
Yeah, handle it right there. Back in that little back section where the security can't see you. Little dark corner.
Little back section by yourself and with your homies. You can get everything you want right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, top story of the day. SEC reportedly investigates decentralized exchange Uniswap. That's right. SEC said they want their issue right now, today. They want their money. Enforcement attorneys are reportedly looking for information about Uniswap's marketing and investor services. People, if you have a boss, if you have a head of a snake, they're going to try to cut it off. Looks like they're going after DeFi next, starting with Uniswap. What's up with this story?
Oh, man. So Uniswap is under investigation from the SEC. The U.S. securities regulator, they've initiated a probe into Uniswap's main developer, Uniswap Labs. So a spokesperson says that the firm is committed to complying with the laws and regulations and blah, blah, blah. But if we just dig into Uniswap a little bit, the exchange is ranked as the largest decentralized exchange, or DEX, with $1.5 million trading volume over the past 24 hours. I think they might have meant billion at the time of writing. And this news comes right after Gary Gensler, we told you about, said, hey, their plans for more crypto-related rules were literally targeting DeFi. So, of course, they go after the king of DeFi right now, Uniswap. And in August, the regulator signed a $125,000 deal with a blockchain analytics firm. So you already know they were ready to get on their ass. And then long term, what I think is going to happen is the whole DeFi and decentralized part of it will become harder and harder. Can you stop decentralized exchanges? No. Somebody could easily copy and paste it, start another one. It's a game of whack-a-mole. But if you do start one, good luck staying away from the SEC, because they don't want anything where you can onboard without really, I mean, Uniswap is very, very easy. You onboard with any crypto you already have and just start. With no KYC, no nothing, you can just swap and keep on going, which is how it should be, but not to the SEC, baby. They smoking on that Uniswap pack this morning because they not having it, man. They are not having it. So I hate to see it, but again, SEC is, I think, going after every DeFi project that has made some money. So whoever else is out there in DeFi, look out.
And really quick, we did actually go over Uniswap in the masterclass. We took a peek at it. Again, for those who say, I want it for free, you can find all this online for free, or I don't want to pay for your masterclass. This is us on a live stream, Monday through Friday. Today is Friday for free, showing you how to find these resources for free on your own. Go to Uniswap, as you can see here. You can go to community or more. Both of those places have blogs, help and tutorials. Like literally they have a help and tutorial page. Or of course you can launch the actual app, which I might not, can I do it on this one? This is my crypto side of the house. I keep my crypto stuff separate. But yeah, you can launch your MetaMask wallet. You can swap here. Of course, you can go to the pool here, provide liquidity. Again, if you don't know how to do that, we show you how to do the masterclass, or you can learn on their website. Also, here's the votes right now, different ways to vote with the Uniswap governance token as well. And then here you can see getting started, swap. Literally, if you want to learn, if you want to spend the 5 to 10 hours on your own, they have the articles there. You can play around with yourself. But yeah, we covered Uniswap. As you said, they're going after one of the biggest right now. I think the show, hey, we slay this dragon, everyone else will fall. Mm-hmm. I agree with you. It is a game of whack-a-mole. It's kind of like the whole ICO thing where, I mean, again, I always go back to music. Everything that's happening right now is just like music. You can still download music for free. I keep telling you. In fact, you don't even need the software anymore. There are in-app, in-browser methods where you can just download YouTube to MP3. DatPiff still has mixed. I get so many places to download free music, yet people pay for music using Spotify, iHeart, Apple, so on and so forth. This is the same thing we saw with ICOs. ICOs to this day still work perfectly. People are scared to do them, so they're doing STOs. They're being scared out of them. I see the same thing happening where, hey, like you said, you can cut, copy, and paste a Uniswap, and it works. Yeah. People are just going to be scared to cut, copy, and paste because if the government finds out, they'll go to prison for forever, and they'll sit next to a rapist. Even though the rapist or murderer will have 5 to 7 years, you'll have 20 years for creating a new Uniswap. It's gonna be good.
We're making a website. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you trying to be smart, huh? All right, well, sit your smart ass in this cell for a long time. Yeah, Ghost Nick said, how is the SEC capable of going for Uniswap? This should be illegal. That's my point. If the SEC, the United States SEC can go after Uniswap, what's stopping China from going after Uniswap? What's stopping Russia from going after Uniswap? So on and so forth. And of course, we got our first person in here, Jams. Get Jams up in here, see what's up with him before we continue the next story.
Oh yeah, and I want to clarify, somebody just asked about how can they go after Uniswap? They can't go after Uniswap's protocol, they can go after Uniswap Labs. Now again, it's a company that's behind all this DeFi projects, so how decentralized is it really? So that's what you have to know about these projects. There's always a company behind it usually.
I actually can't wait to get Jams on. He got Jams. Welcome, Jams. Welcome.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you as always. How are things, Jams?
Hey, things are going well. Sorry about that, fellas. I'm sitting in the backyard, just woke up. So wanted to hop on with y'all. How are you doing?
Good, man, we're doing amazing. I like the backyard. I like you got this look. You got the video camera, CCTV. Where you staying at, Jams? What you got going on up there?
Hey, man, I got to watch my surroundings. You know, I'm not a public figure here at home. However, I do say things that I say online in front of the public people's faces. So got to know if they coming looking for me, I saw them before they came.
Here we go. Here we go. What you got for us today, Jams? I think I already know. What you got for us today, Jams?
I got 3 quick things. First, Zay, welcome to Texas.
Yeah.
It's going to be lit this weekend with the Drake album dropping. Certified Lover Boy.
You just told me about Drake before we started.
I told him I was like,
one of them strip clubs, man, you're gonna be missing out this weekend.
Hey man, we're going tonight. That's what I told him.
It's gonna be wild. And ain't no city better than Houston when it comes to strip clubs. Shout out to Atlanta, but ain't nobody topping Houston.
Hey, I'm in Houston.
I need to find Malaya tonight. Let's get it.
It's going down. All right, point number 2. Hex hit an all-time high once again this week, up to 28 cents. Nomic 7-day prediction is we're gonna hit 40 cents. So that's a 40% run that you could possibly catch this week. You heard that here from
Jam. Hold on a little bit. You tripping now.
You heard that from Jams.
All right, Jams, let's get this right. Hex is right now at what? Would say 27% or cent or something?
27 cents, exactly.
Okay, so you're telling people at an all-time high, Hex is still a good buy, and it could go up 40%, or it could go up to 40 cents still in the next 7 days.
Our next major target is 37 to 40 cents. I'm gonna moonboy it, say 40 cents. I haven't been wrong yet. So, hey, if Hex continues to perform, if historical performance is any prediction of future performance, then in this situation, we're safe to say Hex ain't going nowhere, man. We're here to stay. We have the fundamentals with the Pulse chain about to launch. Richard says they're working on the testnet bugs. So you should get your Pulse chain and your free airdrop ERC20 soon. Things are still bullish on the Hex side.
Okay, I was gonna say you're super bullish on it. If and when should people sell out? we're hitting these all-time highs. Like you said, let's say today, I never been in a hex. I've
Yep.
never been in. You said, hey, we got a nice percentage gain in this next 7 days. You have not been wrong yet. Forget it. I'm going to throw 10, 15, 20,000 in it right now. See if I can make me a quick 3,000 or 4,000 next few days. When do you tell people to sell, or do you say, no, stay in it, keep staying? What are your thoughts?
So I think you should break up your bag. You should have a liquid bag and you should have a staked bag. Of your staked, you should have a ladder, and that can be anywhere out to the maximum 15.2 years, down to 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year. That where you're keeping money in the system, constantly testing the liquidity if you have faith in the project. However, your liquid bag, that being probably about 30% of your HEX holdings, as that goes up 100, 200, 300%, I got some liquid that's went up thousands of percents. So I have taken some profits off that liquid bag, but my staked ladder, which is long-term earning interest passively, I'm leaving that alone. There's no reason to emergency in stake, take a principal hit. And I do believe that the price will continue to appreciate. It would be like locking Bitcoin up day, 100, 200, and then come and pick it up today. I feel that the price will appreciate, but I think y'all brought a great story. This is my third point. That SEC versus Uniswap is huge. DeFi is where they're going to try to hit us. The regulators know that we have access to all kinds of tokens that they aren't actually hip to. Uniswap tried to get on the front end and start delisting tokens. However, hey, there are certain protocols that they don't want us playing with, and Uniswap is a front end that we can access. And guess what? You get Sushi Swap off of it. Now you got Pancake Swaps. Hey, they got to go, like y'all say, take the dragon's head off.
I think it's the airdrop too. A lot of people were talking about that airdrop that they received. I think some people receive airdrops of up to like $7,000 in Uniswap, or it ended up being about $7,000. And that $7,000, I think to date or all-time high was like at anywhere between $70,000 to $90,000. So yeah, when you get an airdrop to $100,000 and it's working,
good incentive. You be like, hey.
Well, but I, as a Hexagon, one of our main decentralized exchanges is Uniswap. So to hit Uniswap is kind of alarming for me.
They got a community. They got the wrong community on board.
Wrong community on there.
SEC don't know what they thought the Ripple army was bad. They don't know what they just did.
Well, because the Hexagons are the ones that mostly utilize Uniswap in the beginning. If you think about the volume on Uniswap itself, a lot of that was Hexagon volume. And so Richard likes to claim he popularized Uniswap. This case is interesting. I want to hear his opinion ultimately in the next, coming weeks. And shout out to my brother Asherell on Crypto and Down. Hey man, we got 3 weeks streaming. King, hey, you got to come on and lock in with us one night. Zay, you got to come lock in with us. But hey, and Zay, drop the location so I can slide on down to the H whenever you get everything set up. And then when y'all go on the national tour, man, we locked in.
Yes, sir.
And for sure, we definitely gonna drop into the live stream, add a chance to check out a couple, keep up the good work.
Hey, and just so the people know, ain't nobody Reggie. Ain't nobody faking over here. We got the good neighborhoods.
There we go.
Hey, shout out to my neighbor Charleston White over there.
I hear birds chirping and dogs barking. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. So everything good down here in Fort Worth, Texas. The best way to live is with peace, pride, and love, man. So the Hexagons is where the money is being made. And hey, gentlemen of crypto, keep balling, baby.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
You know what? Much appreciated as always, James. We got to have you back here next week, at least for another quick minute. We got to test that prediction, folks. He said 40%, 7 days. Listen, if you get 20% of that, it'll be a good look. So we got to have you back as always, but you haven't been wrong yet. Appreciate that, James.
Hey, we did 18 cents to 27 cents in less than a week. So don't think I'm crazy saying 27 to 37 to 40.
Woo, listen to that. All right, we'll be on the lookout. Much appreciate the call in, James. Take care.
Always.
All right. Hey, thank you, Crypto Report Hub, for the tip. Got to pay that like tax. Have a good weekend, guys. Crypto Culture, thank you for the tip. Long live Sushi Swap. I'm sticking with the Anon Super Shadowy Coders. You already know it. All right. In other news, shop.com now accepts Bitcoin payments after partnership with BitPay. Who is shop.com? What's going on? When I saw this headline, I think it was big. then comes to find out you like, nah, shop.com is huge. What's going on with this story?
Oh yeah, well, it's not big to us because we're not stay-at-home moms, but
Hilarious.
shop.com is huge in that community. The e-commerce portal, they offered the option to pay with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. After partnering with BitPay, they also offer stablecoins, paying with stablecoins. And I think that's a small little caveat. I think that will change a lot of stuff because people are like, well, I don't want to spend my crypto, but then they're like, well, I can spend stablecoins. You mean to tell me I can move my dollars out of a bank into a stablecoin and just use that for good? Yes. And shop.com is the latest such site to adopt these crypto payments. Shop.com president and COO Steve Ashley said that the BitPay integration is available in all the countries where Market America operates, which is the US, Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, Taiwan, United Kingdom, Singapore, Malaysia. So you can use it pretty much anywhere. And some of the businesses, Las Vegas Auto Gallery and American Luxury Hotels, the Kessler Collection, they all signed deals with BitPay. So this is not uncommon for them. BitPay has a lot of top partnerships, and it's good to see, not because people will necessarily spend it right now, but they're building the infrastructure for it to be spendable in the future. So shout out to shop.com and all the stay-at-home moms. Now they got to get Dogecoin and Litecoin and and Bitcoin at some point because they'll at least get some exposure. So good to see.
Now we're gonna have to stay at home moms on Fridays, eh? Last thing we need is a bunch of Karens calling in, screaming at us. You don't know what it's like. Well, at least you do know what it's like to be a parent. It just be me they screaming at.
Hey, whatever. Get back in the kitchen.
Hey, oh man. Oh, well, there it is. There's the viral moment he's been wanting. Hopefully, we can sell some more classes off.
Oh yeah,
Visual Assets Math class. Listen, I was gonna say, whenever people love, when they be finding, if you mention kids, people like, oh, you don't got no kids, you don't know. I can be like, hey, Zay got one. Hey, he told me already.
Hey, I'm on a book tour with a 10-month-old, man. Hey, trust me, I know what it's like.
There it is. There it is. One of us got the experience. As long as one of us have it, it's like both of us having it. Don't worry, folks. All right. Let's see. New research claims 21 accounts pumped a $4.4 billion EOS ICO with wash trade. Say it ain't so. Yo, CB News Network. Make sure y'all check out Crypto Blood. Shout out to Crypto Blood. Of course, he's a Detroit ambassador for EOS. We should have had Crypto Blood come on today, but I would love to hear his thoughts on this. New research asserts that EOS and Ethereum were wash traded on exchanges to manipulate prices during EOS's multi-billion-dollar ICO. Now, first and foremost, I would say for most of the ICOs, over roughly 20 to 30 million has some wash trading going on. Like, to keep it real, this wasn't the only case of wash trading. But yeah, this is probably one of the most egregious, if this article is true, because I mean, when you're talking about billions of dollars, we're kind of seeing it on some of these DeFi platforms where they're talking about like 2 billion total value locked. When you look at things like Titan and Iron Finance, where it was like, no, that was either a software error that said it or was an intentional wrong number put there. But either way it goes, the numbers are being manipulated. And again, when you're talking about billions of dollars, it's hard to keep track with that, right? So it looks like new research has shed more light on the crypto industry's largest ever token sale, alleging that foul play may have been afoot during EOS's initial coin offering 4 years ago. Researchers from the University of Texas, everything all Texas, all right. Hey, you know what? Shout out to Texas. Hey, I got my gun cocked back in my side pocket, all right. Researchers from the University of Texas have raised fresh concerns regarding Block.one's record $4.362 billion ICO for the EOS blockchain in 2017-2018. The highly anticipated project was backed by industry heavyweights, including, let's throw this industry heavyweight name around again. EOS, your shitty project is going to take over whoever you are out there, versus EOS and their shitty project that still didn't take over. But EOS, a $4.4 billion ICO, was backed by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel, billionaire hedge fund managers Alan Howard and Louis Bacon. The research does not accuse Block.one itself of any wrongdoing. Of course not. They don't want to go after those fucking billionaires. And the company has cited a report stating that there is no evidence it was involved. However, on Tuesday, Professor John Griffin of Austin McCombs School of Business and financial analysis firm Integra FEC published their findings in the paper titled "Were Ethereum and EOS Repeatedly Recycled During the EOS Initial Coin Offering?" alleging that wash trading played a key role in EOS's price discovery. Big Wednesday. What is wash trading and how could it affected the EOS price
Oh
discovery?
man. All right. So wash trading is when you as a company or a group of people or individual have a lot of money. So wash trading means that you put buy orders, you flash buy orders or buy walls, when in reality you have sell orders already set at certain prices. So it looks like you put billions of dollars and they say, hey, the volume, the 1 day volume for today was $1.5 billion. Look how crazy our project is. And
Which
then
we often point out when we see that 24-hour thing, we're like, yo, where all the money just pump in all of a sudden? I keep saying it. Why did money just pump in?
hey man, that washing machine going, baby, washing trades. So all you have to do is wash trade it. You do that. It makes it seem as though the project is increasing in value at a rapid pace. The new people, the people who didn't do any studying, the people that don't know about projects show up like, wow, this must be the next blah, blah, blah. So then they come in, they unsuspecting, they buy at a certain level. They may listen to a YouTube person who shields it or whatever, and they buy it at usually the highest level. And then those sell orders come into play and dump on most of the people who gave them that extra volume. So yeah, manipulating their price, making it seem as though it's more valuable than it is pretty common in the crypto space. But I don't want to get on EOS as if this is something new. Wash trading has been happening in every market since ever. Because if you look at how the stock market runs, if you look at how any market you want to trade, wash trading is done there. It's just done at a higher level. So unfortunately, the value given to EOS was pretty fake. And overall, this is something that I don't want to say they can't come back from, but this is a huge stain on the reputation of Block One as a company.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge stain. It's crazy. Like even the researchers, like, we're not saying that they did it. We're not like, stop it. Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 4.4 billion. If Block One and their billionaire teams weren't responsible, then who could have done it? Like, don't do no halfway research trying to play friends. Like, do the full price. Put out your research. Put out the research. I feel them. They're probably like, hey, we don't have like any strong evidence, so we're not gonna call them out because they probably would get sued essentially. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Again, this is all alleged. You can read this report. This is on Cointelegraph. And again, the report is also linked. You can see it here. Integral white paper where Ethereum EOS repeatedly recycled during the EOS initial coin offering. I will put that report in the chat if anyone wants to actually read that. Let's see how long. It's not even long. It's only it's like the white paper. It's like the executive summary right here. You can download the full report by visiting this link.
Oh yeah. Hey, okay. Remember when EOS people said that they were going to flip Ethereum? I remember that. I remember the conference, Black Blockchain. So in 2018, I met two. One was a Detroit validator. I forget the lady's name.
Well, they got Detroit in there deep. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, it was Ingrid. Is it Ingrid? I believe something LaFleur or something like that. She was one, and then it was a guy who was in another country. He was a validator, and they both tried to convince me that hey, EOS is way better. It's going to flip Ethereum easily. But in actuality, EOS is down 77% since 2018 when they told me that. So the $5 mark you see now, it was $22 at a certain point. I don't know if that price is coming back, but I mean, that little meme where you poke it with a stick, like, hey, wake up, everything else has pumped and EOS is just sitting there. So if you still got big bags, I'm not saying, hey, rotate in and out, but it might be a good time to exit stage left. Peter Thiel, good job stealing everybody's money.
We'll get CB on, and I know he'll go in depth on EOS. Here's my thing though, people, especially those Cardano fans. EOS is supposed to flip Ethereum. $4.4 billion ICO, a team of billionaires. It's dead. Dead, I tell you, dead. Like some people won't say it's dead, but seriously, it's not doing what it was supposed to do. With that being said, these are just the examples we use when we talk about the next big project. It's like, all right, so Cardano, which has less resources, it's gonna be the one. I would love to see it happen. I mean, listen, I don't have a gang, and I'm not affiliated with none of these projects but Bitcoin for the most part. So I would love to see it happen, but we're just saying if history proves itself true, it is not going to happen. You'll have another 6-month pump max, 6 to 8 months, and then the next Cardano will pop up that's supposed to kill Ethereum. Oh, we got Reggie Middleton coming in. As Reggie comes in, want to talk about a couple comments. For Sure Entertainment said my man got 40K from the Uniswap airdrop, and I missed it. I've heard of someone who got like 75, 80K from the airdrop. So yeah, BK Born Bedside Rays, thank you for the tip. Good brother Jim, salute and shout out to Jim in the crypto and CND. Good to see brothers chopping it up. And crypto current Carmelo, thank you for the tip. Said, I don't tip often, just want to give you all the much deserved flowers. Looking forward to Sunday's masterclass Zoom call on top of Jim's Hex prediction, any coins of the week, gentlemen. Again, we're still all Solana. But hey, we got Reggie Middleton here. Reggie, what's going on? How you doing today?
Hey, Reggie, what's up, brother?
Can you hear us, Reggie?
I think the sound is
Hello?
still. Yeah,
Oh, here we go. Hey, Reggie, what's
what's
going
up, good
on?
brother Reggie?
Hey, how are you fellas?
Good. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Well, thank you. I actually lurk in the background every now and then in your show. Y'all just don't know I'm there. But I wanted to jump in and opine and put my 2 cents or 44 cents because I use leverage, right?
I love it. We love it.
And on Uniswap. So the SEC, of course, is definitely going in after DeFi. They are going for a regulatory power grab. If you notice, the SEC chairman and the CFTC chairman are loggerheads because they disagree. I don't think Uniswap is the largest DeFi project, though. I think it's PancakeSwap.
Pancakes.
Whoa,
right.
you're dropping the bombshell right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
PancakeSwap is bigger than Uniswap to you?
It should be. Take a look. It goes, it's variable, dynamic, goes up and down, but expect PancakeSwap to switch because I'm not the only one that has regulatory issues. CZ has it, and CZ saw it coming a while back. This is all my opinion, of course. So he's taking a lot of much of his centralized traffic, and he's going to try and push it into his decentralized exchange. Hence, take a look at PancakeSwap's recent climb. Let's see if that guess is correct. Take a look for me.
Let's see. Let's take a look at. You talking about market cap?
Well,
No, it's not market. Market cap's irrelevant. Remember, the price does not equal value. So take a look at actual trading volume.
Right. Okay. For sure. Here's my thoughts. Your thoughts on PancakeSwap. Do you wasn't it a copycat initially?
They're all copycats. Here, I tell you what. We're going to be factual right here. Okay. The first one to come up with this idea, you're looking at him right now. Right? That idea was mine in 2013. It was patented in 2014. Bancroft published their rendition of it after us. Right? We never published it except for the Patent Act. Uniswap came, or the guy that started Uniswap, he's right here in Brooklyn, right next to me, not too far from me. Got a $100,000 grant from Consensus, also in Brooklyn, and he forked Bancor. They were popularized, and then SushiSwap went and forked Uniswap, and then PancakeSwap went with and forked SushiSwap, but on the Binance Smart Chain, and on and on and on. Now, luckily for me, what did the brother call me that was on before? The brother from Texas, what did he call me? The daddy of DeFi?
Yeah, he said you're his DeFi daddy.
So luckily for the daddy of DeFi, what he patented was forked and forked and forked over again until the entire industry is using his idea and code base, which is now patented and still many patents pending. So the business is forking and forking. Now that big money is being made, you see Uniswap is actually enforced their copyright and licensure on version 3 because they don't want that SushiSwap fork to happen again.
I did notice that when it came out on version 3, and I was wondering why that happened initially.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
It happened because people don't like their IP being stolen, despite the fact they stole it from somebody else. There's another company, I think it's Curve.
Curve Finance.
Yep, Curve Finance.
If I'm not mistaken, Curve is a DAO, and the DAO was voting on actively going after other DAOs and projects for forking their code. But guess who they're all forked off of, basically? Okay? Now, you don't want the SEC going after DeFi in total. The daddy of DeFi, and I didn't say that, I'm just making fun of the brother because that's sort of funny, the daddy of DeFi, right? The daddy of DeFi says that Bitcoin is DeFi, or at least Bitcoin's most utilitarian application, and that's the Lightning Network. Guess who came up with the Lightning Network first? Guess who discovered that? Give you one guess. He's a tall, handsome brother, about 6'2", from Brooklyn.
Oh, man.
Lightning Network is nothing but peer-to-peer swaps.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going through that now. By the end of the day, I'll be able to definitively say whether it infringes on a patent or not. If the SEC was going after DeFi in totality, they're going after Bitcoin as well. So be careful what you ask for.
And see, that's why I'm hands off when it comes to regulation. I'm about self-regulation. I don't think nothing needs to be go after yet because we still haven't even established what all these things are. So I feel like a lot of these projects aren't even getting room to grow and mature, which of course, that's what the SEC wants. They're like, yeah, we're trying to kill you as a baby. It's a baby dragon. We don't want this thing to get loose. So I guess that's what they're trying to do.
Well, I have a lot of opinion and I have studied fact, but I'm going to not comment on the SEC until I get my legal resources back up to par. But let's put it this way. Most of the intellectual property is fleeing the US to places where it's safe to do business, like Japan, Switzerland, etc. Japan is probably going to be one of the, if not the leading crypto economies because Japan's laws are written in black and white, and they're not trying to trap companies or protect their extant banking oligarchy at the expense of innovation. You know, you can protect banks and innovate at the same time. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. And the banks that can't keep up, well, that's called progress, evolution. You know, so the US is supposed to be the bastion of capitalism. Not the way it looks from me. From my perspective, this looks like communism or socialism.
Yeah. Corporate
Except
socialism.
or how do I put it? Capitalist profits, socialized losses. That's a better way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me stop talking geopolitics before I get in trouble again.
Well, I was just about to say, one of the commenters, Jizzy Max said, Reggie want more smoke from the SEC. It's like, no. And of course, Reggie, get ready for your Twitter to be lit up in a minute because it looks like the Hexicans are ready to come after you.
Hey, you know, that's the way that community rolls. You know, but you know, it's not just as for that daddy DeFi, and I must laugh, and I'm gonna keep running that now, right? It's not just Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and all the other swaps. It's just not Lightning Network, which I haven't confirmed yet, but I have that confirmed by the end of the day. It's also Hex. And if they're going to fork Ethereum, then Pulse Chain, or at least portions of it, if they fork the whole thing. So, you know, the problem is, I told you what my opinion of Hex is. I consider it just an absolute Ponzi. That's my opinion, so it doesn't really deserve much of my attention. But if it were to, there's much more to reveal. But, you know, I have like real business to take care of, so I can't really address that. So I have no problem with the Hexicans on the Twitter feed. Just be professional. Don't talk about people's mommy. Okay.
And there it is. Hey, Reggie, as always, thank you again for calling in. We definitely appreciate your 44 cents because we know you went long.
Yeah, well it's 4 basis points, but 100 times leverage. Okay.
Exactly.
So was I right? Was PancakeSwap, did they do more volume than Uniswap?
Bitcoin's age, did you see? I didn't get a chance to
as far as 24-hour, no. Overall, not yet, but it's close.
Okay. Look at the growth.
Yeah, the growth is definitely way more than Uniswap. It blew up out of pretty much out of nowhere, and it's catching up to Uniswap very fast. This may be
when you compare. When you compare, you got to compare version 2 and version 3 of the Uniswap contracts, but you have to compare all of PancakeSwap as well. PancakeSwap has more than one iteration. I don't know if it's showing. On CoinMarket. I got to know if CoinMarketCap is that exact.
Yeah, I think I'm about to go to Nomics.
Yeah, and you know why I know so much about these companies because I've had guys pour through every inch of their code, so they be able to prove infringement.
Oh yeah. So hey, tell me this, Reggie. If we have the Gentlemen of Crypto Awards later this year, you gonna come out so we can give you your flowers? Because a lot of people don't realize you were first for a lot of stuff. They just didn't know. They came too late.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honored too, my friend. Be honored too. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be in DC at my alma mater at Howard, and I'm gonna drop a couple of bombs there as well.
Oh yeah, I'll see you there then. Yeah, that should be fun.
All right. Hey, Reggie, as always, thanks again. And can't wait to check you out. I got to tell you, everybody giving you a hard time because you got a couple crumbs. They say you're eating pancakes over there right now.
Pancakes.
All right, Reggie, we'll check you out later. Thank you again for calling in.
Okay, brothers.
All right, shout out to Reggie. Middleton again, founder of Veritasium, been in the crypto for a very long time, has done a lot of things in this space. We followed him for a very long time. So yeah, like it, love it, hate him, whatever. again, same with Richard Hart. Like him, love him, hate him. These are two people who have been in the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin space for a very long time. So same with Jimmy Song. Like you see all these people and their personalities. They all have their thoughts. They all have their views. To be fair, whether you agree or disagree with the thoughts and views and everything, you have to give them their credit for having it because they are at the end of the day subject matter experts. Same with Roger Ver. It's like love or hate Roger Ver, love or hate B Cash, and even how much he pushes B Cash or whatever. I mean, Roger Ver used to be Bitcoin Jesus. He was one of, if not the first investor in the cryptocurrency space as far as like business investments go. He was one of the first people. So same with Reggie Middleton, Jimmy Song, Richard Hart. Like these people have been in.
Andreas, yeah.
But the one thing they all have done, with exception of Jimmy, so Jimmy's still strong with it. A lot of them have strayed away from Bitcoin. This is where you all go wrong. You try to stray away from the church. Church of Bitcoin, you won't be that wrong. But seriously, thanks, Reggie, for calling in. As always, you got the chat going crazy in here.
Always.
The chat is going crazy about Reggie. Some people love him, some people hate him. But either way, they're going in on him. So it's pretty good to see he gets you all worked up to talk crypto.
Okay.
All right. Last couple of quick stories here. 70% of Salvadorians opposed to Bitcoin law at September 7th. Implementation draws nearer. That's right. The majority of El Salvadorians, as this article reads, are skeptical of the country's impending Bitcoin law, with 90% of locals describing their understanding of crypto as poor or non-existent. It's interesting to me, like how are you getting these numbers? How are you 70% of a population, 90%? How are you getting stats of number? Here's one thing you learn: statistics in college. You learn statistics. I forgot the other class name as well, but you basically learn how they do polls. You learn how to do research and surveys, and a part of that, you learn that any survey you can make bias. So whenever people say, "Well, the stats say here that this is," like 9 times out of 10, I can take the same group of people and show you the exact opposite of what you learned by switching the test. For example, crime is like, how many criminals live in your area? If we have a survey that asks people, have you ever committed a crime? Then you can say this percentage of criminals live in your area. If that same survey doesn't ask that question, but they still try to give you a percentage of criminals that live in your area, you wouldn't know because the question wasn't on there. So my point is, this stuff can be manipulated. Bitcoin's what's going on with these 70% of Salvadorians who don't like Bitcoin? Apparently?
Oh yeah. So let me pull up the screen real quick so you all can see exactly what's going on. If you want to see who's opposing the actual in El Salvador, this is some of the pictures that have come out. And if you zoom out, look, I think we could count it on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I count about 25 people right here. So if they took a poll of these 25 people and got 70% don't want it or 90% don't understand, then I'm pretty sure that's the sample size they use. Also, you got to read closely because they do a lot of out of context reporting. Look at this. They say opposed to Bitcoin law. Very important because the majority of them are skeptical, which is what the report actually says. Skeptical and opposed is different. Also, 90% of them say that their understanding of crypto is poor and non-existent. That's most of the industry. 90% of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So yeah, that's regular. They just started, and September 7th is when it goes into it. But what I'm telling you guys, and we've said this before, is if you've never read the book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman, read that book and tell me this is not a psyop coming out right now. They literally go in countries, they create discourse, they make it seem as though the president's doing one thing, but the country is against them. Have them quote unquote fight, create these two groups, fund the other side, get that president out of there. It's very simple once you read this book to see it, because again, the only reason that this is even stories, in my opinion, is because they took a few pictures of people with signs. They don't like what Talib is doing down there in El Salvador. And they got pictures of like 30 old people who they were smiling in the pictures. Anti-Bitcoin. But then they get the close-up shots, just like I told y'all, just like the Black Lives Matter protests. They get them close-up shots. They get the one police car burning. They get 2 stores with the windows broken out, and it's mayhem in Baltimore. It was like, no, if you zoom out, that was literally 1 square block. The rest of it was untouched, right? So same thing here. If you want to make it seem like there's real civil discourse going on, get some pictures up, make it seem like people are protesting, going out there. But come on, man, we listening to 25, 30 people. as a mandate for the whole country. Get out of here, bro. You got to fool somebody else. I was born at night, but not last night. That shit is stupid.
Listen, it is crazy to see that. Yeah, Hanif said you can always lie with numbers. One of Bill Gates' favorite books is called How to Lie with Statistics. Like, that's my point. Like, anyone who's done the research, and again, like, not to try to sound all smart. And I know this comment will come back. Hell yeah, I used to be in that statistic class. It's like 100 deep. Them desks were shoulder width apart. Hey, all right, because listen, this was hey, all right, that was like, I barely passed statistics, but what I did learn is that this could be manipulated. That's all I needed to learn. As soon as I learned that it could be manipulated, I was like, all right, cool. Hey, give me my C plus, B minus. I'm out of here. I just needed to know that was a fact. I need to learn how to do that. And other than that, it doesn't matter. But it's crazy to see. And like you said, like you zoom out of that picture, it shows you everything you need to know.
Watch mainstream media. When it drops September 7th, when they do the airdrop, watch a mainstream media show. Go ahead and clip this. A mainstream media show is going to come on there, and some talking head who doesn't know what they're talking about is going to get on there and say, hey, I don't know why everybody thinks it's so popular. 70% of El Salvadorians said they oppose it. I promise you they're going to say that. Nobody's going to go back to the statistics. Nobody's going to look and see that it was probably a small poll with less than 100 people. I promise you that's going to come out mainstream media. And then people are going to use that as their talking points to oppose or to say something against Bitcoin. I promise you. It's just a big circle jerk of misinformation. So you got to make sure you dig a little deeper.
There it is. It makes zero sense, but that's the game of the game. All right, and last but not least, we talked about this yesterday when it came to Franklin Templeton trying to hire. Of course, they were trying to hire someone way overqualified and didn't even put the price point down, which I assume is going to be terrible. For $75,000, you come in here. Okay. Crypto and blockchain jobs share grew 118% in 10 months. New data shows not only has demand for cryptocurrency and blockchain related expertise increased, but new data suggests that the kinds of roles being posted have shifted over time. A new report gathering together the most recent data on cryptocurrency and blockchain job market has suggested that higher levels of institutional adoption has spurred even greater demand for expertise in the sector. According to the employment website Indeed, cited today in Korea IT Times, as of mid-July 2021, the overall share of crypto and blockchain job postings on the platform has grown 118% compared to early September 2020. That is crazy. It says this comes after it's been a shift in the roles being sought after, with the share of management posts in crypto and blockchain increasing by 29.87%. So literally just for management positions, for cryptocurrency positions have increased about 30% since July 16th. Human resource accounts have risen over 200% in the same time frame, whereas software development jobs has dropped down to 29.7% of all crypto and blockchain posts compared with 34.8% of last year. So essentially something we've already talked about. We keep talking about it because it's coming. People are hiring for crypto. Companies are like, as these companies start to adopt crypto, they're going to be hiring for crypto experts as well as experts in traditional fields, as well as people who have degrees. Again, it's one of those like tri-pronged things that's going to be very difficult to accomplish. People who have the degree in the field that they're looking for, people who have the expertise in the traditional sector, what they're looking for, and then people who have the expertise in the cryptocurrency. Literally, when you find those people with all three things, you find Bitcoin and Zay, and they're not going to go work for you for cheap. So with that being said, as this job growth, as this boom continues to happen in this space and sector, keep getting as many documents as you can. We talked about becoming a certified Bitcoin professional. Of course, Andreas Antonopoulos runs that program. Take our cryptocurrency masterclass. Like, make sure when you go to these positions, when you're trying to get hired at some of these jobs, you can say, "Yo, I'm taking this masterclass. I'm taking this certified Bitcoin professional. My wallet address has all these DeFi things listed. I have all these swaps done. Like, here's my address from when I first bought Bitcoin in this year." Like, these are all the things that companies don't know. What you just remember, these companies don't know what they want to hire yet. They just need somebody who's an expert in crypto, who has a degree and has been an expert in the traditional sector. They don't know what they're looking for. So if you come to them with your homework saying, "Hey, here's my wallets, here's the classes I've taken, here's the certificates I have, here's the things I've done on my own, and to hire me, it's going to cost you 100 and something K or 200K, and this is how you make your money back within the next year." If you can do all of that, you'll have the job. But that's what it's going to take right now in this space for cryptocurrency job. You have to come pre-packaged and ready to go. What are your thoughts, Bitcoin Zay?
Oh yeah, and I think a lot of these companies, if you need any evidence that they don't know what they're talking about, I remember there were companies that I was looking at that said, "Hey, you need to have at least 10 years experience in Solidity." It came out in 2015 or 14. What are you talking about? So if you need any indication, that's basically, you look at some of these applications, like they don't have any clue what they're talking about. Also, the vetting process. Unless you already have a crypto expert, who's going to vet the person that they're bringing in as a crypto expert? I can go in the office right now for a crypto expert job, and I can talk circles around them until they just give me the job. It's like, well, you obviously know what you're talking about. I can bring up blockchains and cross atomic swaps and whatever, and BIPs and all this theory stuff, and they'll be like, yeah, it seems like you know what you're talking about, whatever. But like King just said, having all those things, because there is no crypto university, so to say. Shout out to my man, Great Javesi, outside of him. But there's no, accredited university where you can get this degree. So the jobs they're looking for, Fidelity, Amazon, Walmart, JP Morgan, all of these people will need a crypto or blockchain strategy or a person in control. So
just know what you mean. I'm with you.
Oh yeah, yeah. And one of the things that is driving it is incentives. I can tell you right now, if I was going for one job for $500,000, I'm gonna need $1 million to do the crypto one, because I know it's scarce. There's nobody that knows as much as we do, I think, in this space. But again, I'm not going to apply for these jobs because I'm not getting pigeonholed into Fidelity or Amazon. So shout out to everybody who was looking for these jobs. The increase is going to only increase more, and working in the industry actually helps you out a lot with networking. So good incentives there. Shout out to everybody who's hiring. And if you are, you can go to bitcoinerjobs.com and find some more contractors as well, if you want to.
And we have time for one to two more quick calls. If anybody want to call in with Smoke, please call in with Smoke. We're trying to get this thing turned up real quick. But really quick, before the show, I asked Bitcoin Zay if he watched yesterday's show that I did. He said he didn't. And I point that out to say, you just made a point about how some of these job applications have like 10 years solidity on it. The Franklin Templeton one for the trader and researcher, it was like 2+ years in the professional environment already, whatever, at one of these companies, a degree in basically math, econ or something like that, engineering, or as far as like robotics, all that stuff, technology or math. And then the third thing, it said like a developer, a programmer in these languages. And I was like, who is a good trader and a good programmer at that level? Yeah. Like that you're going to hire? Like if they are a good trader and good programmer, like you're not getting them. You're not getting them, at least not for the numbers you're thinking. Like it's just not happening. So for you to bring that point up about the development and the coding part, it's hilarious to me as well. I really just made that point yesterday. Roland Wishers is saying average 150K a year. I'm hearing 150K has to be the start to me. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I just saw another couple of really good comments. Let's see. Trek said, look at the ADP payroll that just came out. I did a vlog about it yesterday and what it means to the crypto job market. Let's see. Bohemian Garden says, charge these companies like a lawyer would. Trust me, we do. Like we actually do. PFC Wells said the ADP payroll report indicates that unemployment numbers aren't going up. The report fell short of projected 700K by half. Let's see. I saw a couple of really good comments as Sergeant Crypto loads, and I saw somebody talking about statistics. Says statistics was a C minus gang is in the house.
Oh yeah.
James knows up. Says statistics was the hardest class in college. C minus gang. Listen, I got tutoring help from my profession. I still pulled out a C minus B. Sergeant Crypto, what's the word, my man? How you doing?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Good. What's up, brother?
Thanks for joining the show. Good. Thank you.
Hey, just wanted to call in real quick. First of all, say thank you for everything you guys do. But with that El Salvador situation, right? I have a dude that I served in the Marine Corps with. He's not into crypto. He's not into Bitcoin. I mean, he bought his first crypto on Robinhood, Dogecoin, right before the pump, and made like 30, 40 G's, and like that's the first time he saw that kind of money. Asked me what to do with it, all that stuff. But anyway, he's back home in El Salvador right now. I hit him up like, yo, what's the situation down there? What's the real story? Are they against it? Are they for it? And he said, as far as him and his family is concerned, when it comes to remittance, he says now he has a means and a way to send his family money, you know what I mean? And not having to worry about them getting robbed or paying that tax when they come out. of these remittance places, Western Union, right? And he's saying that the media is trying to spin it as a bad thing and trying to keep people ignorant. And he's just mad that he didn't listen to me and got into Bitcoin earlier. So that's the real story that's happening down there in El Salvador right now. You know what I mean? So that's coming from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Yeah, I just talked with somebody that just got back from Bitcoin Beach. Literally just came back and they were like, the people couldn't be happier right now. I don't know what the media is talking about. It was like, I just got back like last week. And he was like, everybody's ecstatic. They can't wait. First of all, everybody's getting $30 of free money. That alone tells me that I know they making up these stats and all this. It's like, even if you don't understand it, if somebody walks up to you and hands you $30, you're going to be like, oh, cool. That's fine. Like, that's whatever. So I already know this is a media play. They're trying to make it seem like it's this discourse down there. Again, we just saw you the zoom out. It's like 30 people there with a couple paper signs. Like, come on, man.
And they probably got paid.
They probably got paid. Mm-hmm. It's a Hollywood production,
or
man.
whatever. You know what I mean? So,
hey, man.
and
hey,
again,
that's the thing with angles. Hey, everybody knows you see the right girl on Instagram, change the angles, they start looking a little different. Same thing with this bullshit protest.
Exactly. And you know, so back to that book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman, that book, back when I read it the first time, back in 2011, that was my decision not to re-enlist in the Marine Corps in 2012. You know what I mean? So that book like opened my eyes, you know, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I could do this Marine Corps thing anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I love the Corps and everything, but yeah, after reading that, I was like, nah.
and I'm with you on that, Sergeant Crypto. Essentially, some of the things I saw, of course, doing PR and stuff, and then even on the first deployment, you know, the Baltimore riots and all that was happening. The police brutality was happening in 2014, and you know, you got people deployed while this is happening at home. You just like, what are we doing here? What's we in the wrong place.
Exactly.
I'm with you after you start learning some stuff and seeing some stuff. And I used to try to talk, like, some of my military friends hate me. I mean, they love me, but they hate me because I'm just like, especially my SEAL friends. My SEAL friends, some of them watch us. There's a lot of, I'll tell you all watch now. There's a lot of Navy SEALs that watch. A lot of MARSOC guys, Marine Special Forces watch.
Right.
Shout out to the Berets. We got a lot of Special Forces people who watch this show on the low. And as I used to joke with those people, I'm like, yo, you know you work for like bankers and stuff, man. Like, stop with the Patriot Act. Like, it ain't what you think. I know it's hard swallowing the set, but you work for private citizens. You don't work for the American people. It is what it is. It sucks.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is, man. I mean, you know, again, it's a false flag, and you know, like I said, you know, this a dude that his first crypto was Dogecoin. You know, so he's not into Bitcoin like we are, and he's not into the crypto space because he bought it on Robinhood. So he's like, yo, I should have listened to you last year. I should listen to you. You know, like, he started to get it now. He's like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And he's actually seeing how Bitcoin can help people, you know, firsthand. And he's like, yo, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not what you're reading in the media and all that stuff. It's all false. So that's my two Satoshis in that situation. And thank you for everything you guys do, man.
Man, thank you.
Crypto, and like Reggie said, your two Satoshis, go 100x on that, man. We about to go margin on that, so let's put that up.
All right, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace.
All right, take care. And last comment of the day before we leave, I saw a really good comment. Shout out to Lindell McNish. Said, I've been in crypto for 5 to 6 years, and I've learned more than I knew in those years by watching videos from this channel for a few months. Props to the gentleman. Thank you very much, Lindell McNish. Regardless of what people say and all the crazy stuff, at the end of the day, that's why we like coming on. Like, literally, we keep telling people, even if we weren't for the show, we'd be talking crypto every day. And Bitcoin Zay has a natural affinity to teach. So this is the natural progression of that. So again, thanks and shout out to you all. Ryan Cooper, Coop DeVille Solutions. What's going on, Ryan? Ryan said Robinhood, thumbs down. Other than that, what do you have any last minute messages, notes, Bitcoin Zay? What's the word?
Not yet. Again, I'm in Houston for the book tour. Dates coming soon for the locations. Make sure you grab the masterclass and get ready for some special new shows on the channel. We're expanding. Again, the Gentleman of Crypto is not just us now. It's about to be even bigger. So look out for that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming on. Again, those emails will go out tonight. Tonight for September 5th, this Sunday at the normal 3 p.m. time we used to do the show. That will be the Q&A for anyone who bought the masterclass. So if you bought the masterclass, be on the lookout. That will be a Q&A. We plan to have an hour and a half, but we're going to sit there until we can answer your questions that you have. I'm pretty sure we can get through them. The masterclass is pretty self-explanatory, but we do know there. I mean, it's a cryptocurrency masterclass. We know there's some difficult spots, so we want to make sure we can pick out and help. So again, check out the masterclass if you haven't already. Shout out to our show sponsor, CryptoVantage. Of course, you can go to info.cryptovantage.com/gentleman-tech-crypto. Next week, we start the next phase of this sponsorship where, of course, they'll be doing some type of giveaway. So make sure you're signed up on that. And other than that, make sure you smash that like and share. We'll see you all